take me so long to show you guys how I did my car. I put the aftermarket stereo, or the radio, so without any damaging on my screen. I mean, like, not that damage. It's like it's keep on and everything. So as you see, I didn't do a good job by fixing that. You can see here this a little like shadow with a hole. So basically it's for the old CD changer, so I had to close it and to get it out of my way. So so first things to do, a lot of people know how they do it. It's to pop this panel up, and I have this, so you could just like pop it, and you can peel off, and I show you what's inside. After you pull this panel out, you can push this button from the back, you can pop it, and you can just slide this adapter out, so you can have this out of the way. So it's easy, you can just pull this out of your way. You have to move it first. Oh, you have to unbolt these two bolts. Mine, I got Phillips, so it depends about your car. Some of them has this start one, so I don't know if so mine has a Phillips. So to move the thermostat or the climate control panel wires, so let me see. Sorry, I'm just recording in my phone. I have to move this panel too. There's a little plastic piece. Mine has like a heated seats, so some of them does not have, or have just one piece, and you can just slide this, so you can just slide it out. And as you can see, my factory stereo is still intact. It's still on the car, because I tried to move it or try to put a different like stereo, but as soon as you disconnect this, everything start messing up on your car. If you notice that, if you tried before. So the stereo should be like, have to be here, because the harness is not too long, so you can just basically, I tried to move my factory stereo all the way to the gloves box, by extending the harness, so I can put a screen stereo, like a little fancy one. But it was really difficult because the harness is really complicated, and it has this little tiny wire. So what I did, I moved the, let's see, the stereo cover. You can just, it has a clipper, if you can see, and this is a little red adapter. It's connected over there, so I just pulled it because I'm not gonna use it anymore. So I just pulled it, I make it like kind of flat face, so I can just like to be a little cooler to stay, or you can keep it if you want to. It's up to you. So from my end, I just got it out of my car, like to the face, because it's not gonna work anymore for me. So nothing works here. No radio, nothing. As you can see later on the screen, it has like the mute sign because it's being disconnected. And this is my aftermarket stereo. It has those covers. So basically, I got this. You can get it from any hardware place, Walmart, online. It's really cheap. So mine has no CD in it, as you can see. No one gonna listen to CD anymore. So show you the next. It comes with a bracket, basically, when you just put the bracket. So if you could look, it fits directly, fits here And so I just put the bracket first, and then you can just slide it, and so you can see you can slide it out, and it's really small. It's like what, 1, 2, like 3.5 inch, round leg 4 inch. And see the brackets right here, you can adjust it how far you know, but mine I have to like push it all the way in, so you know it not bother me. So you can see I screwed like there's like self-tap screws in there, and one over there. I adjust it, you know, tied it really tight to make sure it's not like sliding back and forward. And if you can look, the harness, so this is for an amp. I'll show you next step. I'm going to show you exactly what I did that here. And here is the harness. This harness comes with a stereo. And if you look here, there's the speaker wires plus the positive cable. One of these I think is the black or red, either one, I don't remember it. So plus, and there's a remote wire. That's what they call it, a remote wire for the amp. So basically all this aftermarket stereo comes with a remote wire. So basically you have to run speaker wires. So what I did, I'd run the speaker wires from the back all the way under the console, all the way under this carpet to the rear seat, all the way to the trunk. So you're gonna tell me why it's on the trunk, why it's not each one to the speaker? Now, because BMW has a different design, and the factory stereo has an amp in the back. It's a factory amp, it's in the back. All this harness, the wire for the speakers are in the trunk. I show you in just a second. So basically you just, there's 4 speakers, positive and negative, and one the remote wires for the amp, and plus the speakers. So basically you run the speaker, there is a diagram that comes with it. It's like the book, you know, the catalog for it. They show you exactly which wire for which speaker. So right, left, rear. So 4 speaker, each speaker has 2 wires. So it's gonna be 2, 4, 6, 8 wire for speakers, 1 remote, and 2 for the positive and negative. Plus, you can purchase this for any also hardware store. Show you exactly what it says. See that? I got mine as old one, so I have it long. So I got 2 of them. You just plug it on here, and also you run this with the harness. That's what I did. I run this with the harness, with a speaker harness. I run it. If you can see, they were on side, and then they flip down all the way, because I have to move the console. Or you just, it's about here. Like you want to run it from here, you want to run it from the other side. I don't want to take so long to explain it to me. So put the stereo back here, and you're gonna tell me how I got a positive to the stereo. So basically, there is the harness for the stereo has a positive and negative. So basically I had to like cut the wire, you know, plug it into it. You know, you have to solder. I solder each wire of them, so you're not gonna get loose connection, and then I'll have a problem on future. So connect it to the positive and negative. So basically every time you turn the key, the ignition, it will pop on. You don't have to keep it overnight turning it, you know, kill your battery. Now, so this is so far here, and I'm gonna show you exactly what's on the trunk. Okay, so as you see, I have my amplifier here, and you can get anyone. That's mine. I think is like 2 channels. I have it for a while, so I have to bolt it on here. I bolt it with a self-tap bolts, you know, to keep it in place. I don't want to be laying around. So, and if you can see the wiring here, you know, to it. So these 2, remember, it comes from the stereo, and you got the negative and positive here. These 2 cables, I run them from here all the way here, You have to be direct to the battery with a fuse. I run the fuse on it, so just in case if something went wrong, the fuse will pop. So this is the orange wire. It's called the remote wire. How I did it to my amp. So basically, every time you turn on the stereo, it will turn on the amp. As a Kenwood, it's very old, so it works perfect for me. And these two, there's the speaker wires for the sub. So instead to have sub here, there's a sub on a Beamer under the seat. So you have to run them here. See that the remote wire plus this I have to run it from here all the way there. Pull it back. You can see. I didn't do a good job here. So this is the speaker wires come from the stereo. Run here. This is the thing, the remote. No, somewhere here. So you run it from here all the way here. So mine has this a factory sub. I mean like the amp, and this is the speaker wires. All these are the speaker wires. So I have to, get the wires here and start connect them. So what I did, somewhere I had to connect two speakers to the same wire. Like let's say the rear door plus the rear speaker. They're two in the same wire. So basically run two speakers at once. I don't have to miss any speakers. And you're gonna say, how about the sub? So if you can look here, there's two thick cables. There, if you can see it right there, 2 and 2. So for each speaker has two, positive and negative. And mine, I had to run it here, so I could run both the sub under the seat all together. So I have to solder everything, connect all the speaker, and then you're gonna tell me how do I know it's which speaker is which. So for me, I used an old-fashioned method. I turn on the stereo, and then I have to peel these wires, and then I start connecting each one and see which speaker which. Or you can get some kind of like a electric tracker, like a device to track which one. But this is what I did, because I don't remember, and I don't have to open each panel on my doors to check which wire goes to which. Gonna be a lot of work. That's what I was like planning, and then it started working. And I had to solder everything here. If you look, solder them. This is the sub, this is the speakers, and this is the old sub, the amp for the sub, and I don't use it anymore. If you look, this is how the things work here. So it should, some of them has just like that, and some Beamer doesn't have it, I think, but still have the speaker wire adhered somehow. And basically every time I turn on, it runs to the speaker, and perfect. I hope you guys like my video, and it's gonna be helpful for a lot of people. They have an E60 with a factory stereo, so you can run like an aftermarket, so have the Bluetooth or whichever you want to do. So this is the method I use on my car, and it works perfect for almost, this is my thing, like a few months from now. So thank you guys.